It's time to reset your mindset. You're tired of not getting what you want in the past, and it's time for you to start winning. Everyone goes through times where they need to reset their mindset, and in this video, I'm going to show you how. So how do we reset our mindset? Well, the first thing we need to do is look at what does that word actually mean? What is mindset? Well, if you look at the dictionary definition, all it means is a set of beliefs that really affect how you feel and how you act. Now, what we know right now in the world is full of people who are feeling in a certain way. Many people are feeling hopeless, and with hopelessness, it breeds depression and anxiety. Look, I really want you to think about this. Our inputs shape our outputs. What we put in, what we consume, really affects how we feel in the world. And I really want to make the point to you today in this video as to how you can reset your mindset. So just take a moment right now and think about what are the messages that the world is giving us? What are the inputs? Look, what's really fascinating, in 2013, there was an event in America, the Boston bombing. And people that watched more than 6+ hours of the Boston bombing, they experienced more post-traumatic stress than people that were there. Our inputs shape our outputs. And in 2014, another study showed that the biggest predictor of anxiety in America was how much time people spent watching talk shows. So just think about it. The world that we're in makes it really easy for us to have a mind where we can experience too much anxiety, too much fear, too much sadness, too much depression, where we feel hopeless. And just think, that was in 2013 and 14. What about now? 2021, 2022. Think about in the world that we're in right now. What is the impact that has happened of people all over the world living in fear of what might happen, uncertainty. And what we really need to do is to look at, well, how could we reset our mind? Well, the first thing, without doubt, is to become more aware. That has to be the first step, to become aware of the experience of being ourselves. When I had a coach many years ago, he used to ask me that question. He used to say, how do you feel about where you are right now? And it really made me go inside. And that really is the biggest challenge, to be able to look at yourself with a fresh pair of eyes, with a smile on your face, and understand that maybe now is the time to realize that who you are isn't who you need to be. You see, there's a part of the brain that is called the limbic system. And the limbic system is there specifically so that if there's any danger, that we could activate the fight and flight response. Look, the way we have evolved was designed specifically that if an animal that could eat us was running towards us, that we could elicit this response to run away or to fight the thing that was coming towards us. We had a choice. But now we're not living in a world where there are saber-toothed tigers running towards us, yet we are activating that response huge amounts of the time. In fact, it's like the whole jungle is running towards us all the time. And for many of us now, it's not like we're attacking the thing that's attacking us. I mean, not that you necessarily could, or that we're running away. We're just living in this state of what's called freeze. We're kind of, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know who to become. So to reset your mindset is this acronym, AUNTIE, which is to first off just become aware. Like going to see a wise old lady, who's your auntie, who's going to say, look, the first thing is, how are you viewing yourself? What are you looking for? What is your mind doing? Look, the reason I hold a magic wand is because I believe in the magic of the mind. I believe that the mind loves to play tricks on us. Have you ever tried to go to sleep at night and your mind is wandering over time? Have you ever been walking down the street and you think someone's behind you? Your mind is playing tricks on you. How do you trick your mind? How do you play a trick on your mind? You decide to become more aware. You decide to become aware of what you're looking for. It's known as the reticular activating system. This sounds like a science class, like being back at school. But maybe now, with who you are now, you will understand more about the experience of being a human being. The reticular activating system is a bunch of brain cells just above your brain stem that are basically looking out for what you're looking out for. And if you're looking out for information that fills you up with fear and worry and doubt, it's not surprising that you'll keep looking out for it. So my challenge to you as a coach is to ask you, what do you want to start looking out for? See, the first step is awareness. The second step is to understand that it's fairly normal to think in a certain way where you're looking for information that is making you feel in a certain way. Look, there is too much information. The man who won the Nobel Prize in 1972, that's what he won the Nobel Prize for, basically. Just saying there's too much information. Your inputs shape your outputs. It's time for you to reset your mindset and to say no to certain things, to start stopping and going, this is not serving me, and to give yourself time to evolve, to change, to reset your mindset. Because every day, this is what we have to do. If we reset our mind every day and put ourselves into a good space, then we'll change. A great life, it doesn't happen by chance, it happens by design, and we need to be inspired about who we are becoming. We often say these on our videos, as Gandhi said, to be the change that you want to see in this world, and then to evaluate that journey. And the best way to do that is to enter into the growth mindset versus the fixed mindset. The fixed mindset is where the issues in the world right now, because we live in a world where, for most of us, we're fortunate enough or unfortunate enough, depending how you look at this, where we can just be very comfortable. And if you're being very comfortable, you're staying where you are. And if you're staying where you are, you're not allowing yourself to do what you are here to do. What are you here to do? Well, that's up to you. But would you not say that you are here to grow, to evolve, to get better? The choice is yours. It's making that choice to enter into the world of growth. And I dare you to do that. And if that's the only takeaway you take away from this video, to reset your mind, is to become obsessed with growth. Growing with your health, growing with your relationships, with your wealth and your work. Because if you don't, and you believe that you're fixed and how you are is the way you're always going to be, then life is going to be a lot more challenging than it needs to be. The world, I believe, is asking you to step up and step into the growth mindset, to be the genius, to be the person that you want to follow. And finally, the last point I want to make on this is we all face the same challenges. And the challenge in most of our cases is what's going on in here. You were made in such a way that there is a part of you, we call it the duck in your head that wants you to stay put, that doesn't want you to stand out, that wants you to be fixed, versus the other part of you that is known as the genius. We talk about this a lot, but just because you've heard it once, maybe it is the first time you've heard it, but go and look at the meaning of this word in its origin. It means the moral authority. It's the part of you that got you to watch this video from beginning to end. And I take my hat off for you doing that, because it shows that there is more to you than meets the eye. So what is your biggest takeaway? How do you reset your mindset? Well, every single day, become aware of your inputs, how they're shaping your outputs, and consciously make the effort to watch more videos like this, to exercise, to do the things that allow you to grow and evolve. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we will see you next time.